So I decided to start my drop-free dry eye treatment protocol on a drive to work one day actually, because I was thinking of my previous day's patients, and I had seen several dry eye follow-ups, and sadly many of the patients that I had seen weren't doing any of the treatments I put them on, and I was really sad about that. But then I realized it was my fault, not theirs, because I had put them on artificial tears and prescription medications and warm compresses and all these different things, and that's not realistic. With my glaucoma patients, I hate putting them on a second drop, and I dread putting them on a third because I know it's not going to happen. So we look for other alternatives like SLT, and I decided that's how I needed to start treating my dry eye patients. So that's where the dry eye protocol, the drop-free dry eye protocol, really got started. And it is a procedures-based approach of treating dry eye that removes the compliance burden for my patients, that they don't have to give themselves that treatment. We will do it in the office. We will do in-office testing to let me know what treatments are appropriate for them. And those are often plugs, LipiFlow, PROKERA, and that removes that burden from patients, lets the treatment occur here so they can lead a normal life and not have to treat themselves daily every single day. So after looking at the results from your dry eye evaluation today, it's easy to see the cause and the effect of your dry eye. And the cause is that your oil glands within your lids, as with most dry eye sufferers, those oil glands aren't letting out the oil they're supposed to make. And fortunately, we can fix that here in the office. I don't need to put you on drops for that. And we need to use a procedure called LipiFlow so those oil glands will be open up and working better. That will fix the cause, but there's still the lingering effects of the dry eye. And that's that the front surface of your eye is really rough. There's a lot of inflammation there, and the way we improve that now is with a healing membrane called PROKERA. I no longer have to put you on drops twice a day, every day. You've probably heard of restasis. That would be the old way of doing that, but we can now use this healing membrane. So we would put it on your eye, and 5 days later we take it out and treat your other eye. It is great because it gets the nerves in your cornea to regenerate, to feel better. That allows your eye to behave like it's supposed to be able to feel and to be able to tell the other parts of your eye how to respond. It resurfaces the front surface of your eye so that roughness is gone. That helps you to see better, helps you to feel better, and it gets rid of that inflammation in just a few days versus years of being on drops. And that will really make a huge difference, and you won't have to do the treatment every single day. So with the PROKERA treatment, after we place it in both eyes for 5 days, each eye on its own, that way your vision isn't affected, so you have one perfectly normally seeing eye and one eye that may be slightly blurry, but not everyone experiences that. I expect patients to feel immensely better for 5 to 7 months. During that time, those patients are not using any prescription dry medications typically, because the inflammation that those medications treat has been removed with the PROKERA. And the front surface of your eye is nice and smooth, so we don't need it during that time. Most of those patients rarely use an artificial tear. They may if they are out cutting the grass and they get something in their eye, but for the most part that is unneeded. So for 5 to 7 months, we don't hardly need anything. When symptoms start to return, we don't need 5 days per eye of treatment, I have found, but rather we just do a booster. And that's just doing 2 days and then 2 days. So for instance, it might go in on a Monday, out on a Wednesday, then we treat your other eye, on that same Wednesday and out on Friday. So in a 5-day period, we've retreated, and then I've found that we typically get another 5 to 7 months out of that booster treatment. So one of the big benefits in doing the PROKERA in-office healing membrane treatment for dry eye is that we aren't on prescription medications and artificial tears. Those cost a lot of money. The artificial tears, depending on how good your insurance is, may even cost you more than your prescription medicines. But thankfully, since you're not doing the treatment all the time yourself and giving yourself prescription medications that aren't going to fix you up completely, because they don't do everything that we need, we have to use artificial tears to supplement that. And artificial tears are artificial. They don't take care of us like they should. When we remove those cost burdens, PROKERA becomes even more beneficial for us. Not only do you not have to give yourself medication, but we don't have to pay for them also, because PROKERA is very well covered with our insurance typically, and only requires the treatment to be done twice a year, we often find. PROKERA has really helped my office be more efficient because it has really relieved my technicians of the burden of prior auths and fighting with insurance companies to get them to get their meds. I always hated when I would sit at my workstation, if I had a moment between patients, and I'd hear a couple of techs spending hours on the phone fighting insurance companies to get them to prove that yes, this treatment's failed and this one's failed, so now I can finally be deemed worthy to get the medication I wanted them to get on. But with PROKERA, my insurance team has already pre-certed them that I know in the chair that yes, I can go to that page and they can get PROKERA. We can go ahead and do it right then, and there's no insurance battle later on because we already know it's taken care of. That saved my staff so much time, and it saves that burden on staffing. It really makes a big difference for us. We don't have to have that concern that they're not going to get the med. It's going to call us back and eat up a whole lot of my staff time.